Hello, everybody. It is me, Pacific. Today, I wanted to talk about what you're going to get on Craigslist personals. I've talked about this before, but I just wanted to say a few things. It is very interesting what you will get on Craigslist. The first thing I noticed, I did some experimenting. I posted so many nice ads about myself in the past, and nobody answered them. The only people that answered were people that were users and wanted to take and were not interested in a serious relationship, i.e., free dinners, bring their daughter 2, 3 times on a date, and junk like that. I posted a picture of a black woman topless, beautiful woman, and advertised as if though she was looking for a lesbian. I couldn't believe all the women that sent me pictures thinking I was that woman of themselves topless and, hey, we really need to get together. Throwing all caution to the wind, sending a full picture of themselves, their face, their breasts, everything. However, women are funny in America because they're so afraid of men and so terrified, but they'll boldly send pictures of themselves topless and nude to other women they don't even know. They have no idea that somebody could be doing that to trap them, or that some teenager is playing around on the computer and having fun and posting that all over the place, as well as we don't want to talk about what he's doing to the photo. But what bothers me is that women, as I've said before, American women are high maintenance. But one of the things you will get on the Craigslist personals when you're dealing with women seeking men, 99% of the women who put postings on Craigslist are fat. And I'm saying obese, heavy, and not attractive. That being said, you read their ads and this is what you get. I'm curvy. If you don't like it, move on. I'm a little bit chunky. I'm a plus size. And then you read what they're looking for. They want a man who's athletic build, want a man who's making good money. And guess what? They're not finding anybody. I wonder why. And then you got women advertising that they've never had an orgasm except with their vibrator. I bet you all the guys are going to come running to that. And she admits she's a BBW. What does that mean? Big, beautiful woman. Hell, the beautiful is debatable. To each his own. People are going to go, boy, Pacific, you're being mean. You're right. But I'm stating a fact. All my life, I've been put down for my red hair, my glasses, been called a dork, even though I'm hardly a dork. I'm pretty hip to be squared, drive a cool pickup, carry myself a certain way, but society loves to put labels on people with thick glasses. Stupid. But then it's okay for the fat people to get together with other fat people and have an attitude and think they're all that in a bag of chips. I have looked at the pictures of these women. I'm going to tell you something else that bothers me about Craigslist girls. The other kind of girls you're going to get are the ones with the fish hooks in their mouth, tattoos all over them, and saying, I like tats and I like piercings, and they pierce their nipples and their vagina and everything, and they're sitting there thinking that they're cool beans. And some of those have called me a freak in the workplace. I know a woman specifically who is covered in tattoos, has fish hooks in her mouth, rings in her noses, and marks all over her body, and I'm a freak. Interesting. She's 21 years old and she hasn't grown up, by the way, and she doesn't know anything about reality, values, or morals, or anything. But hey, Craigslist is a sewer. Now, I've advertised, I've posted on there, I've had success in selling things, I've had success in finding things, and I have met people to go on dates with. But I am going to tell you, I did some experimenting. One day I posted a picture of what looked like a business class male, and I just was having fun. I wasn't advertising for me, I just wanted to see what happened. I advertised that I had a ton of money, wanted to take somebody on a cruise with me, and that I was loaded, had a Peugeot car, and a upper end home and all this. I couldn't believe all the women that applied. The guy was not that handsome, but all the women were responding to the post. Then I posted pictures of myself, ones without my shirt on, ones with a shirt on, standing on the beach, and nobody responds. Then you look at the guys who are posting, looking for women, and they show pictures of their penis, and they've got an attitude that comes through all the way, and I'm going, do these guys actually get dates on Craigslist? I don't know. But one thing I did notice, men and women, is if you want to get a date on Craigslist and you're homosexual, oh my gosh, it is the cat's meow. So one time I posted, just for fun, to see what would happen. Post a picture here on down of me with my shirt off, and people respond, oh man, you're good looking, you want to go out? Sad. post a picture of a black woman with her shirt off, and how many girls come calling and showing their own boobs and everything. What are you going to get on Craigslist? A lot of walking garbage cans. But here's something that makes me mad about the women that post in personals, the women that put these ads saying, I want a guy who cares, I want a guy who's in a bad relationship, the boo-hoo, poor me story. I posted a picture. There was a girl that kept posting, never answered my response, wasn't answering anybody, so I downloaded her picture, posted it back on Craigslist, pretending that I was the girl. But I rewrote it. I'm a country girl, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't believe how many men that were cowboys and ranchers with pictures of them with the cowboy hat on, showing them picture, men, hardworking men, that were genuinely interested in her. And I didn't respond because I thought I'm not her. And it was sad. This is what women in America are doing to males. Looking at us like we're a meat market and going, nap, nap, nap. There was a thing on Fox News, by the way, ladies, and you'll want to hear this, that said dating sites, whether it's Christian Mingle, eHarmony, Plenty of Fish, Craigslist, whatever, said that women most of the time are simply fooling around to bolster up their insecure little ego. They're too afraid to actually get to know a guy, so they sit there and play picky Annie. Or you have the women that get on Craigslist, I don't want to see a picture of your wiener, I don't want no drama, I want a man who's financially secure, and I just look. Let's see the description about her. 5'7", a little bit chunky, I got a big butt, and I'm going, wow, you got a lot to offer to a man who's financially secure and slender and athletically built, don't ya? Don't think so? I'm going to say something. Pacific's going to go on the record for saying something. Yes, even somebody I know very well who adores me said, you are so mean to the overweight people. I'll tell you why. I work with them. I see them out there. They are rude. How many of you guys can tell me, these overweight women, how rude they are? Make your comments. I'll post them. They're very rude. They really think they're all that in a bag of chips. Now, I don't think I'm all that. Never have. But I certainly don't think I'm the bottom of the bucket either. And I am amazed at all the attitude out there. And 99% of the time, when I have written any ad that looks like somebody who's serious, I've never even gotten a response. So I pushed in one day. I said, you don't even answer your ad, do you? And the comment was made, well, if I'm not interested, I don't have to. But the ad runs month after month after month. So then you start to ask yourself, is this person really seriously looking? Are they being picky Annie? Or are they just playing games? Fox News had a thing saying that women and men are playing games on the dating sites, and 99% of the time they do not yield. I'm going to tell you something, men and women. You're not going to like this. But for those that brag and said, well, I met my wife on Craigslist, or I met my husband on Craigslist. That's like saying you found the crown jewels in a trailer park. I wouldn't tell too many people that if I was you, because you know what I've seen on Craigslist? I see a lot of sincere people out there looking. Sincere people, men posting, more so than women. And I find women are playing games and laughing all the way to the bank. Sad. Now, I've talked about men, and I don't know what it is with the homosexual community and the bisexual community. Stuff like, I want to service your cock. What is this? Jiffy Lube? Pull up and we'll service you? Or let me drain your balls. Is that like draining my differential? Oh my gosh, this stuff is disgusting. Or I want to rim your nipples. What does rim your nipples mean? The homosexual ads are beyond belief atrocious. The stuff that guys want people to do to them, want to do to other guys, suck them, bite them, lick them in the bottom and everything else. And I'm like, my word. And what's funny is it says on there that you have to agree that you're 18. Gee, a kid can still click past that I accept and go right on in. It is a dangerous world out there, folks. Lesbians. Lesbian women that are militant manginas posting their stuff. No men! And I thought, what has happened to the sexists in this country? Now, you might say, boy, you're pretty self-righteous, Pacific. I've admitted that I've experimented, I've been curious in the past, and I've done some things that I'm not really pleased with. I have determined that men are not for me. I like women. I'm not going to go gay. But I look at this stuff and I think, a lot of men are becoming gay because women aren't very nice. A lot of women claim that they're becoming lesbian because a lot of men aren't nice. I actually find a lot of men are becoming gay because women aren't nice, but I find a lot of women are becoming lesbian because, well, they just want to. Not because all men are jerks. They had one bad experience with one male and they write off the whole male race. Unlike men who keep trying and trying and trying and meet just bad attitude, nasty women. Am I speaking the truth, Ben? Let me know. I've had women write me some pretty horrific stuff saying, you are so anti-equality. Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm not against women voting. I'm not against women working or the right to drive. I just think the women need to learn to be ladies and stop competing against males and trying to deny their womanhood and start being manginas. I don't like it. So, what are you going to get on Craigslist? 99% fat women, 99% trailer trash, 99% pot smokers and druggies that want to drink and party, couples that want couples, a husband and wife that want to see his wife play with another girl, and on it goes. How far in the toilet does this society got to go before we wake up and realize that people aren't finding what they're looking for? That now we've got a new subculture going on Craigslist where people are looking to titillate every possible dark desire out there. I want to be in bondage to you. I want to be a dominant. I want you to be a submissive. I'm telling you, man, it's a jungle out there. But I'm going to say it again. American women on Craigslist, horrible. Or you get the women on Craigslist that are miles apart and want to have a relationship with you and want to email you, and, well, you're like 300 miles away. Do you realize I'm not going to be able to see you Friday night? I get off work. I'm not driving all the way down there. I'm here to tell you that dating sites, for the most part, do not work. They just don't. I've talked about this with other guys. People that are my viewers and fans and subscribers have said the same thing. If you want to meet a girl, you got to get out in the real world to do it. But I want to say something to the fat community of women. What is your problem? Last time I checked, obesity is not something that is a positive asset to have. Your heart condition is in danger, your cholesterol goes up, your physical health is in jeopardy, and most of these fat women don't work a very hard day at all. They sit on their butts. I work with them. I see them. A lot of them drive buses because it's easy to sit and steer. But to get them out of the break room and do anything physical, rot's a rock, buddy. I'm not sorry for how hard I am on fat women. All my life I have been verbally abused, and I've heard all kinds of crap come out of fatties' mouths. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm tired of it. Go on a diet, eat a salad, change your body, take pride in yourself, not arrogant pride, and maybe some of us might ask you out on a date. And for all you women that were endowed with good looks playing games with us guys and thinking you're all that in a bag of chips and Fritos and a can of tennis balls, you're not. And I'm going to tell you something. You got to work on this too while you're jogging and pumping iron and cycling every day and being a fitness Nazi. If you're not changing this in here, you're nothing. So this is just Pacific's take. What are you going to find on Craigslist? A whole lot of crap. Pacific signing off. Bye-bye.